to hold that carpet in. Now, if you are reinstalling, you're not going to have, carpet mounted up on the wall like that. And, so it's going to be a little easier, a little faster. This process here, what I just did, you wouldn't have to do. You'd have to just take your meat picker and start lightly bumping that wall and tucking the carpet. So let's walk down here. I'll start from this end. And tucking underneath the baseboard, and then pushing the backing onto the tack strip. If you're doing a reinstall, you come to the corner, your corner should be right where it's at. You might have some excess carpet, which isn't too bad because then you've got something to stretch. Up to the corner. See, now remember, I've already stretched this. Remember, this was kind of a gap here, so now there's just enough to tuck down that wall. See how nice and tight that is? Alright. So now if you, cameraman, pans the room, you can see how this was set initially. I did my primary stretch. I set this wall. Now let's turn this way. We're stretching this direction. Okay? Then I'm coming back up and I'm going to finish the length stretch. So you set the Behr Claws behind the carpet, behind the tack stripping, just like that. Okay? Assist the head, push down, do your stretch. Holding the carpet down to set. Pull the Behr Claws down. Because now we're going to cut this wall and we're going to set that. So wall trim. See? We had the poles out here, guys. That would have taken us 10 minutes to reset up our poles to get this one stretch done. It took us about 20 seconds. So I'm tucking this in. This is a set wall. Tucking it in. And then on this wall I'm going to stretch away from when I'm done. If you guys are doing a reinstall in somebody's house, odds are they need a restretch in one of their rooms in another area of the home. So that's more money. It's another additional money maker. Just ask the homeowner if they have any other area of their home that they need a restretch. And odds are they're going to need it because it probably wasn't installed properly the first time. So let's move up here. So now we're going to continue on the length stretch. Alright. Your stretch. Set the carpet. Tilt. Slide to the next position. Assist the head. Push down. Do your stretch. The tack stripping can be as close as, as a 1/4 inch. Which would really be 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch is what usually you see on concrete especially, because if you're swinging the hammer hard, you're not going to want to hit that baseboard. So, alright, I can finish up here. I'll do my trimming. I'll finish along this wall, and this room's done. Okay? 34 foot room. We've separated it in the center just because the staircase jetted out in the width of the room. I'll go back down that direction and I'll stretch there, but the carpet's drum tight with the Behr Claws. Again, concrete substrate. Tack stripping was already down. It was solid. As we showed a few times with the camera, the nails that were in the tack strip, the concrete nails, whoever installed this initially did a good job. They secured the tack stripping like it should be. Again, if the tack strip is secure, whether it's wood or concrete, the Behr Claws is going to work fantastic. This is a tool that's going to save you time, save you money. Well, time's money, right? And if you're off your knees early, you go an hour early on a 100-yard job, you'll be off your knees an hour early, guaranteed with the Behr Claws. It stretches to mill specifications, and if you get to learn how to use a tool, you'll never put it down. Take care. This is half of the 34-foot room, and I've stretched this in. All right, I wanted to show you the stretch here, if you can see it. You see that, how it pops right back down? That's the appropriate stretch, all right, to mill specifications. Okay, the room you're looking at right now is the room I just got done stretching. This is half of the 34-foot room. Remember, we divided it into two sections, okay? So this is stretched appropriately. Now we're going to stretch this other half using really the same method that we did to begin with here. So we'll bring the Behr Claws down. As you see, I didn't pre-cut any carpet. This is how it's done when you do a new install. It's kind of laid up on the wall. So I'm going to cut it down to about an inch, inch and a half, and it makes it a little easier for the Behr Claws to function. You know, and it's as easy, cutting the carpet down is as easy as this. You know, I just went down, about a 15-foot wall here, and come back up to the corner. See, now this is perfect length for the Behr Claws. This edge here, this is going to be the edge that I'll trim after the first stretch, and trim and set it. So let's get the Behr Claws. Now when you put the Behr Claws behind the carpet, you're going to find it's easier if you hold it like this with the head drawn up, because there's more room, for the carpet to come up in there. You can use your handle or the handle here, whichever handle on the Behr Claws or the power head. Okay. Again, set behind the tack stripping. If you want to get in here and look at that with the camera, look at it. I'm telling you, I've not seen any drilled areas yet. So these are the nails that were in the tack stripping. It just worked. It's concrete substrate. Some jobs are sweet like that they just sink in without drilling. If the tack strip's loose, you have to secure it. Drilling is the best method, what I showed you. Hammer drill, double-sided carbide bit, hex adapter, and 5/8 inch or 7/8 inch aluminum drives. It's just the best way of doing it. All right. So let's do now I'm stretching this to the 34-foot length. Now coming back the other direction because we separated this into two rooms, remember? So secured to the tack strip. Look. Doing the stretch, it's a huge stretch. Okay? You can see all the carpet pulled and bunched up underneath this half of the Behr Claws. So you take the binding out of there. Do your tucking. Again, I prefer the spreader, but hold the carpet in to the tack stripping so it's secure. Release. That's it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trim down this wall right here so that we can start doing our second stretch. So I've got a patio door, so I'm going to stop at that patio door. The jettison's out a little bit. Came to the corner here. Again, you guys are going to probably do way more of the reinstalls, because you're in the restoration industry. So again, here's the corner. Okay, Behr Claws didn't stretch that little part. is a bump with the knee kicker. That's all it is. All right. This is all stretch. I can just tuck it, set it to the tack stripping. So what I'm doing here is setting the carpet into this wall because it'll be a set wall for the next stretch. You can't do a stretch unless what you're pulling from is already secure. So I'll try to get in here around this slider. Again, it's a cold day in February, and the carpet is a little rigid. A little rigid. You can see how we netted out up to the slider. I got to crawl by again and move these blinds over. I'm going to show you something here, just if you don't know it here. Coming up, if you're doing a reinstall, you see how this pad was cut? Sometimes the pad moves, sometimes it grows a little bit, but it cannot be overlapping tack strip, or you will not get an appropriate stretch. There'll be a bubble there, so just cut that down. My knife's getting a little dull. Need to change a blade. Now see, just make sure that we actually glued our pad down, and sometimes it moves a little bit. So we'll just cut out this padding and. Alrighty, so we're tucking up to this slider. Carpet's pretty brittle right here. There's some cold air coming in. I'm bumping it, pretty significant. Secure it to the tack stripping by pushing down with a steer tool. See? Alright, so now we're ready for the second stretch. See, now if I had to set up pipes, guys, you would it'd take you 10 minutes to move over to this position. So I'll cut this little piece of carpet down a little bit. Take the Behr Claws, put the carpet back again, put it right behind the tack stripping. See, they've got this tack strip pretty far away from the wall. I don't go that far, but you can see how much closer the Behr Claws can be to the wall. So I've not seen any professional situation where the Behr Claws doesn't work. If somebody put the tack strip too close, nothing's going to work. Some prefab homes, the tack strip's under the baseboard, and then what do? The right thing to do is take the tack strip out, reinstall. But a lot of times people do what's necessary to get it done. All right, so this is the next stretch. Hook the carpet. All right, ready for the stretch? Right there. Drum tight. Secure your carpet to the tack strip. Okay, so that's the next stretch. What I did is I stretched into, where the staircase is. That's what this is. This corner of the staircase is right there. That's why we're able to separate these rooms and treat them as, or this big room and treat it as two separate rooms. It's really the only way to do it appropriately, and especially if you're reinstalling. It's the best way to do it without moving, your carpet out of whack. So again, I use the wall trimmer. See this little corner? That's it. One little corner kick, you're done. All right. Set your carpet in, because now this is going to be a set wall, which means that we're stretching opposite this wall. So you can't stretch without having the opposite wall set. Okay. Now if you see this little bubble right here, that'll come out as we come down then and stretch the opposite direction, you'll see. Alright, so now we pick the Behr Claws up again, walk down to where we made the primary stretch, and we're going to continue the length stretches. So now we're still, this stretch is still part